Okay, so here's a look at lesson 6 that was presented in class on Wednesday, February 10th. Starting with our opening and learning targets, we watched a video on the Apollo 11 that went into a lot more detail about the Apollo 11, the spacecraft itself and the various parts. And then we read a new text called the Space Shuttle Decision, and you had work based on that text. So let's get into it. In our entrance ticket opening, it says, in the previous lesson, you participated in a close read of a new text. This is how the space race changed the great power rivalry forever. And today we will read the Space Shuttle Decision to determine central ideas conveyed by the text. Learning targets for today, I can determine the central ideas and how they are conveyed in a text about the space race. I can analyze how the sentence fits into the structure of the overall article. Question 1 for the entrance ticket here, which sentence best describes the author's point of view toward the space race? So that's the text we read yesterday. So if you look at the options, it should be pretty clear that the second one, the space race inspired incredible advancements in science and technology, is the author's point of view toward the space race yesterday. Then the second question asks for us to identify 2 pieces of evidence from the excerpt that best help convey this point of view. And we determined that the first one and the third one, the space race between the United States and the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics post-World War II was a tipping point in the history of mankind. And then we also said that the space race left a legacy in the field of space research worldwide. Then we have our new text for today called, let me get to it. The Space Shuttle Decision, and it's an excerpt of that text. We're going to read the informational text related to the Apollo 11 mission. Then you have 2 assignments in a text box below to go with this text. Number 1, write a complete sentence, make a connection between this text and another text, video, or resource we've used in this module, and write a gist for the Space Shuttle Decision excerpt. So the excerpt is 2 pages long. There are multiple paragraphs here explaining an interesting conversation between Tom Paine of NASA and Reverend Ralph Abernathy, who was the president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. He took the place of Martin Luther King after Martin Luther King had been killed. And Abernathy led a group of civil rights demonstrators to Cape Canaveral the night before NASA sent the Apollo into space. And pulled up a couple images related to our text here. Here we have Abernathy. We see mules that led the charge with the shuttle in the background. We also have Paine of NASA there. Some more information there. Here's the video that we watched on the space race that was, or the Apollo 11, which was interesting. It might be worth looking up. All right, so anyway, you're going to read that text about Abernathy's position, saying that the amount of money that NASA put into this endeavor was inhuman when 1/5 of our nation, 20% of our nation, lacked adequate food, clothing, shelter, and medical care. Paine responded with the fact that if we could solve the problems of poverty simply by not pushing the button to launch the Apollo, we would not push that button. However, NASA's technical advances were child's play. They were easy in comparison to solving the difficult human problems we have with poverty. So please read that text and then go and complete these 2 assignments in the text box, looking for a connection to another text, giving us a gist. This text, we had a central idea of these 2 men coming together representing 2 very different opinions and sides of America's history.